Once upon a time in the 60s, the space race was a duel between the US and the Soviet Union, both fighting for supremacy among the stars. These days, it's not so simple. As technology has improved over the last few decades, the space game has opened up to a slew of competitors. And that's meant a whole lot more rocket launches. Some are crewed, some aren't. Some go into orbit, others come right back down. Let's take a look at who's leaving the planet these days, and why. NASA has been launching rockets since the 1950s. And while the Space Shuttle program was retired in 2011, they still are sending astronauts and cargo to the International Space Station all the time, just now by way of Russia. Without the shuttle, the Soyuz program is currently the only way to get people to and from the ISS. And it only takes 3 people at a time. While astronauts travel to and from the space station exclusively via the Soyuz, NASA sends cargo to the ISS via private companies. Currently, Orbital ATK and SpaceX are the 2 main contractors resupplying the ISS. Orbital ATK is a private aerospace company out of Dulles, Virginia. Its Antares rocket is an expendable launch system designed to deliver their Cygnus spacecraft autonomously to the ISS. To date, 5 of Orbital's 7 resupply missions to the space station have been Antares launches, albeit with 1 spectacular failure. SpaceX also launches missions to the International Space Station, but unlike Orbital, they've set their sights a little bit higher than low Earth orbit. Elon Musk's brainchild has accomplished a series of amazing firsts in spaceflight by a private company. First liquid-fueled rocket to reach orbit, the first successful launch and recovery of a spacecraft, and notably, SpaceX is also the first company ever to launch and land a first-stage rocket successfully, and do it again. But this time, land on a floating drone ship in the middle of the ocean. Musk isn't the only billionaire with space dreams. Jeff Bezos of Amazon and Richard Branson of Virgin head up the aerospace companies Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic. Blue Origin's stated goal is to lower the cost of human spaceflight while also lowering the risk. Their New Shepard flight system consists of a rocket booster and a crew capsule. They've completed 5 tests of the booster in less than a year and a half, culminating in a successful test of the crew capsule escape system in the fall of 2016. Bezos claims Blue Origin is on track to launch test astronauts before the end of 2017 and fly paying passengers sometime in 2018. So start saving! Virgin's goal for now is suborbital, which means just up and back. Their passenger vehicle, Spaceship Two, is carried aloft via the captive carry method, that is, under the belly of a larger craft, known as White Knight 2. In September of 2016, Spaceship Two's latest model flew a captive carry test mated to White Knight 2 up to an altitude of 50,000 feet. So for those of you that like to be trailblazers, they're already taking reservations. Space hasn't been entirely privatized just yet. Both China and India have thriving national space programs, with the Indian Space Research Organization making history in February 2017 with its launch of 104 satellites at once. And China is on track to complete their own space station by 2020. I think there's plenty of space for everyone.
Hey NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.